What is up to all of my kids out there? It is Sunday. That means that it is time to dive into God's Word. We are so excited for the lesson that we have planned for each and every single one of you this week. We're truly believing, as always, that God is going to move in an incredible way in each and every single one of your lives. So, before we tune into our lesson for the week, let me just take time to pray as we do each and every single week. So let's close our eyes and get ready. Jesus, thank you for another week where we can tune in together and dive into your word. God, we're so thankful for the resources that you've blessed our church with, that we can continue to do this week in and week out, despite not being together in a physical sense, that you are still at work in each and every single one of our children's lives. We believe that through each and every single lesson, each and every single week, that you really do have a plan and purpose for each and every single child that tunes in. So, Lord, I pray that this lesson and your word would resonate with each and every single one of them. We pray that we would have an incredible time learning more about you, and that each and every single child would be blessed this morning. And in your name, Jesus, amen. All right, guys, here we go. Are you ready? Are you? You good to go? All right, here we go.
With some fun, fresh fun ways to show gratitude. Gratitude is letting others know you see how they've helped you. There are so many ways to let someone know how grateful you are. You could give someone a shout out with your hands. Woo! You're awesome! You can send an all caps text message. You are awesome! You can use the ancient art of flag semaphore. Go! You! But my favorite way to show gratitude is through song. No matter what you do, I should be thanking you because you make me happy. I look pretty cool, right? Let me see that back. No matter what you do, I should be thanking you because you make me happy. Because you make me. Is that what I look like? How embarrassing! Never showing gratitude again. In today's story, we'll hear about a time when King David showed gratitude in a really big way, and he wasn't even a little bit embarrassed.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 6, verses 12 through 22.
After many years of war and uncertainty, David had finally become the king of Israel. But something was still missing from the royal city of Jerusalem.
The Ark of the Lord belongs here.
The Ark was a wooden chest that in some special way carried the presence of God among the Israelites. It had been stolen by the Philistines and then returned, and now it was sitting in the home of a man named Obed-Edom.
We'll set up a tent right here for the Ark. Let's go get it.
David's wife, Michal, was, let's just say, less than enthusiastic.
The dust on those back roads takes the curl out of my hair.
So David gathered up all his best soldiers and marched over to the place where the Ark rested.
This is a wonderful day. An incredible day. An absolutely fantastic day.
With great care, the men lifted the heavy Ark with carrying poles.
Wonderful. Excellent. Let's go. That's one step closer to Jerusalem. 2, 3.
Are you seriously gonna count the whole way?
Wait. Stop.
We've only come 6 steps.
That's okay. We need to thank God for everything he's done.
Right then and there, David sacrificed a bull and a calf to honor God.
Okay. Now we can move on.
1, 2, 3. Lift!
Just walking isn't enough. We should dance for God.
The ark's kind of heavy.
Everyone else, if you're not carrying the ark, celebrate, sing, shout, blow the trumpets.
The people shouted and ran alongside the ark. David danced before the Lord all the way to Jerusalem. As the laughing, shouting parade arrived, Michal stared in disbelief from a window. There was her husband, the king, dancing in a simple linen garment with all the common people.
Unbelievable. He looks ridiculous. Certainly not like a king.
Down on the street, David continued to dance all the way to the beautiful tent he had set up.
Everybody behind me, let's dance. Okay, keep on moving. Now, let's switch it up. Time for a breather. Let's put the ark right here.
1, 2, 3, down.
David made more sacrifices to honor God. Then he stood before the people.
The ark has returned. God bless you. He is the one who rules over us all. He deserves our thanks for everything he's done. So let's keep celebrating. We've got some fresh bread and dates and raisin cakes for everyone.
Though all of Jerusalem had turned out for the festivities, one person still refused to celebrate. When David returned home, Michal met him furious.
You're the king of Israel, and you've really made yourself look good today, right? Dancing around in that thing?
A linen apron. It's what the priests wear.
But you're a king. You made a fool of yourself in front of all of your officials and even the servants.
I did it to honor God. He made me ruler over his people.
I can't even.
I will celebrate to honor the Lord.
You already said that.
Oh, I'm not done. I will bring even less honor to myself if it will bring more honor to God.
What is that in your beard?
Raisins. You want to do the electric slide?
No.
While Michal cared more about appearances than anything else, David fixed his gaze on God because he knew nothing was more important than celebrating, to thank God for all the amazing things he'd done.
King David wasn't embarrassed to show how grateful he was to God, and it didn't matter who saw, because David knew that honoring God was more important than honoring himself. So he danced! And maybe he sang, "You make me feel like that again. Thank you for being you. You make me." God had done so much for David, so thanking God must have felt like a party. And maybe he sang, I'm not embarrassed. You know why? Because God made the universe. God made you and me. And God made it possible for us to have a relationship with him when he sent Jesus to die for our sins. We should be celebrating with our hands. Woohoo! With semaphore flags. You are amazing. You are incredible. With singing and dancing and praying, shouting it from the rooftops. We should be celebrating God any way we know how, because that's the one thing to remember today. Celebrate what God has done. And if someone asks you why you're celebrating, tell them. Sometimes telling people about God is the best way to show him you're grateful. You make me feel like that, yeah. I want to thank you for being you. You make me feel like that, yeah. It's really, really true. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Well, guys, that is it for this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as we continue to talk about our theme of the month of November, which is shout out, really meaning that we are taking the time to learn about what it means to express our gratitude to people, and even to practice gratitude. For a lot of us, maybe it wasn't a matter of having gratitude, but it was a matter of expressing it. And so there's a difference when in our hearts and in our minds we are thankful for things, and there's a difference when we actually take action and begin to tell people and let them know the gratitude that we have for them and for the things that they've done. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. We know that we're enjoying it as we're going through with you guys. And we're just so excited each and every single week for our devotional and our Sunday morning lessons, because we truly believe that God's Word can be life-changing and really helpful as we navigate how to reflect the character of Christ and how to just be followers of Jesus day in and day out. So, as always, we are praying for you guys. We miss each and every single one of you. We're truly believing that God can have an impact on your life if you truly begin to practice what we're talking about here. And over the last couple months, we've learned a lot of really cool things. And this month, I just encourage you to really practice gratitude, especially when it comes to God. And as we talked about on Thursday, taking the time to not only praise Him, but to thank Him. So just taking time to recognize what God has done and then letting Him know. Once we recognize what He's done in our lives, then we need to express that to Him. And taking the time of saying, God, thank you. So I hope you guys have an incredible week. We look forward to seeing you next time. Be safe, enjoy your school, and be good to your parents, because they work very hard for you. And so that is how you can show gratitude to each and every single one of them, is by being good to your parents. Anyways, that is it for me. We will see you next time. Bye for now.